welcome to Satoru versus Backlog. With me today, as always, is George, who's up somewhere in the housing above. And we're here with Terraria once again. Last week, you saw us get ourselves completely wrecked by the Moon Lord. And we've decided that instead of trying to get our revenge right away, we're going to take a moment, sit back, relax, and enjoy the environment for a little while. To that end, we built a pool.
One of the things in the environment is water.
This pool is special.
Yes. Go ahead.
This pool is special. And we all know that cactuses love their water.
No.
There's no bridge there now. This bridge here is specifically because we were making a fishing pond. And we wanted to be able to walk over it. So we made it so we could knock it out. Basically,
we accidentally reinvented the dunk tank.
Yes, we did. That being said, in order to actually get started with fishing stuff, we're going to need to find out where we need to go. So, let's find out where...
I still need to actually get a fishing pole.
What's the current phase of the moon?
You're the one with the... Oh, neither of us have a sextant yet, that's right.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Check in with the mechanic, see if she's selling it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go grab my fishing rod.
Yeah, specifically what we're talking about here is looking for getting the best possible start we can to fishing. The mechanic will sell a particularly good fishing rod. It's I think maybe the third or fourth highest fishing bonus. She's not selling it right now, but she'll only sell it on a certain phase of the moon. And as we've learned looking into fishing in the time between streams, all kinds of factors go into what exactly your fishing score will come out to. One of them being the phases of the moon, in addition to weather, time of day, what kind of bait you're using, what kind of pole you're using.
Yep.
And also size of whatever your body of water you're fishing in.
Firefly. Is Firefly capable of being used for bait?
Oh, we'll find out.
It looks like they're being counted on my fishing rod, so if you see any fireflies. Goldfish, however, are not. I just grabbed one in my net.
I'd be very interested if goldfish could be used as bait.
I mean, can't you use small fish to catch bigger fish?
Well, there's that one flash can.
I feel like there's something I didn't do at some time in the past that maybe I should have.
It's okay. We'll forgive you.
I'll worry about being severely disappointed with my past self later.
I'd be mildly.
All right. Anyway, having caught a few more fireflies for funsies. Where is our fisherman?
There's the reinforced fishing pole. Okay.
Sky lakes and surface. Apparently demon eyes can sometimes be amphibious. They don't fly, they swim. I want to see the look on someone's face when they find it in their bathtub. They hang around the same areas. That means you reel one in. That means you reel one in for me. Caught in sky lakes and surface. Best. Okay. But I believe he rolls over at midnight, so there isn't enough time for us to bother trying.
Okay. Now, I didn't see anything on that, so this is something I'm actually a little fuzzy on. Will we have the same mission if we go talk to him, or do we each get an individual one, or what?
I think it's world-based, so I think if you go check with him, he'll have the same thing.
Let me go check in with him here. There he is. Angry little man. Yep, demon eyes.
Yep.
All right.
Once midnight rolls along, we'll go ahead and pop over the angler one more time and see what he has to say.
Oh, it's 12:05. I'm getting the same one from him.
Okay, then he must change in the morning. We got a little time. Let's go see what we can catch. There is that one sky lake over there. Although technically you can also hunt them down on the surface.
Do you think we might have a better chance in a sky lake?
I think we might. I think it's a good chance regardless, as long as we're fishing in the right place.
Well, time to go find out.
Alright, and bink. I got a wooden crate. Had some titanium bars and apprentice bait in it.
Huh.
Got a bass.
I just got a bass.
I'm glad I'm a summoner. This would actually be a little annoying if I could just be attacked by random drakes that ruined my day.
Yeah. Well, I think this is going to be our night tonight.
I mean...
Aha! Got it.
Got one? Cool.
Yes.
Let's... Hold on a moment while I see if I can catch one too. I've gotten 2 wooden crates thus far. I think I lost my...
Bombfish.
Bombfish?
Bombfish.
Is it a fish that is also a bomb?
Yes.
Another bass.
Or possibly a bomb that is also a fish. Hard to tell.
Bass. Bass.
Oh, one of those in there consumed my 1 bait.
Bass.
Brett got a little bit of a lead on me on collecting bait and was a bit more patient in the actual process of it, so he's got enough to go for a while. I got 1 that thankfully didn't get spent for several casts.
Yep. But all I'm catching are bass. I'm sure there are real people in the world who would be jealous of the number of bass that I am reeling in right now. Oh my god. It's like a never-ending... This lake is so full of bass. What is this? might want to go turn that demon eye in and see what you get.
I was just gonna go try and scare up some more bait in the meantime, but yeah, I could do that first.
There's going to be a time when he changed. It would be right now.
Yeah, he did switch over, and he's not letting me turn in the quest fish I have right now. So
hold on to it until he wants it again.
That would appear to be how this works. I thought it was static, where he would stay on one quest until you turned it in.
Just imagine the absolute power I would have if you caught it for me. Okay, caught in caverns. I need to go find a particularly large lake in the caverns below.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the easy answer is time to elevate. Gosh, still in the caverns.
I discovered that frogs do not count as bait.
Ah. So we have a pair of pet frogs.
Basically. Something we can make little tanks for and throw in.
I am in the caverns, okay. Specular fish. Rockfish. Bass. Stinkfish. Wooden crate.
Crates are biting today.
Yeah, they are. I have no idea what you use bass for. Oh, hey, I have a fish that does 27 melee damage. It's a hammer. Another wooden crate. No.
Alright. Got a couple worms, come find you.
Just follow the elevator, you'll find me eventually. Bombfish, 6 of them.
Yeah, I caught 2 at a time. I wonder how much of that has to do with your fishing skill level.
Yeah, I do too.
Is that a rod from the jungle?
Huh?
Is that a rod from the jungle?
No, I got it from someplace else. Honestly, I don't quite remember where I got it from, but I suspect some chests somewhere.
Hmm. Now I've got a wealth of bass.
I am rich with bass.
Heavy with bass.
This keeps up, I might have to drop bass. This is it. This is the height of entertainment.
Aha, specular fish.
Those are used
Material for something.
I suspect one of the potions that give you imaging.
Yeah.
Which is one of the things we're also kind of taking care of by doing this, is we're actually catching materials for various alchemical potions. While trying to get our hands on quest fish. So that we can finally make our cell phones. We've gone too long without. How are we supposed to pretend we're part of modern Terrarian society?
I know, all those kids at school won't leave us alone about it.
Fish. Also, there's a skeleton merchant down there.
Is he all the way down at the bottom?
Yep. Wooden crate. Ooh, armored cavefish. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Need to go make room.
I'm gonna keep the fish at bay.
Shoot. What am I doing? I am going to...
Demonic Kelfish.
There's one. Of course it shows up as soon as I vanish.
Are you just bad luck for fishing?
I think I might be. And I have all these bomb fish now.
That's something.
Yeah, it is. Alright, we need a chest to put all these fish we're going to be catching in. It's a good place for that. Oh, here's one without any labeling on it. Fish chest. Fish. More crayfish. Specular fish. Rockfish. Stinkfish. I want to find out what all these bass are worth. I wonder if I can coat myself in the in my catches, and it has some effects.
All right, I got myself a sextant.
Cool. Find out what the phase of the moon is. Oh hey, cooked fish is a 20-minute duration, well-fed buff, and all it takes is one bass.
First quarter.
Okay, what's the? It's waning crescent, right?
Yes. Oh, nice. Since the fishing poles count bait as ammo for their use, I can put bait in my ammo slots.
Nice. Maybe that's what I should have done.
All right, where'd you put the fishing chest?
It's at the top. See if I can catch one. Hopefully he'll let me turn it in. Bombfish.
There it is, fish.
Bass. Wooden crate. Tsunami in a bottle. Armored cavefish, which I think are useful for a particular type of potion. Like I don't know what it would be though.
And let me see here. Radar. What does that go into? I think that's one of the ones we already have.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That'd be the GPS, I think.
Yeah.
Or hold on. Shows position, tells time. Let me check on that before I go and sell it.
No, it sounds like it's made up of multiple things. There it goes. Okay. Quest fish attained. Let me grab this money that my dragon and Stardust cells have been working on making for me. Breadwinners, these guys. And I'm doing it again. I'm trying to walk all the way back. Pretty sure radar, GPS.
Yes, the REK is what the radar goes into.
Right, probably about to be severely disappointed. I try to turn into quest fish, and he's like, "Oh, you can't do that. I already have quest fish. You are late." There he is. Alright, what'd I get? What did I get? We got a ship in a bottle. Yay, I guess.
Is that just a decorative item?
Yeah. Put it over in his table.
Well, not everyone's going to be a winner.
Yep.
Yeah, so tonight's basically going to be us going through very elaborate means to... what exactly would this be?
Fish? Or
yes.
Gather materials?
We're basically engaging an extremely elaborate capsule machine. Because we're doing this for the rewards.
Yes, we are. Well, we got some time. What do we do with the time? That is something we did not discuss.
No.
I think what we should do is we should build a farm. Yes.
It's a good multi-night project. Should be good. What exactly do we need to do for the farm?
Do we still have glowing mushroom seeds?
One moment. If not, it wouldn't take long to gather more because we've got all those glowing mushrooms sitting right there.
Yep.
Let's see. Seeds. Yes, 41 mushroom. Oh, that's mushroom grass.
But
yes,
that's
what we
exactly
need anyway.
what.
Yes.
That's what we need. Okay, now let me see what we got in terms of mechanisms. Dart trap, explosives. Out of curiosity, how many flamethrowers existed in the Lizard Temple? Do we have any of those?
Let's take a look.
Would probably be in mechanisms. I mean, those are traps.
Oh, the flame geysers. Yeah, hold on.
Well, we have the geysers, but I think they're the ones that shoot to the side in the Lizard Temple.
If there were, I sure don't remember them.
We must not have gotten any.
I remember I went through and I fleeced that for all the traps I could find.
Did you have a danger sense potion on?
No, I didn't, but I had my multicolor wrench active so I could see where all the wire was leading.
I'm gonna go down there with Danger Sense Potion on just to be sure. I could have swore.
I'll be totally prepared to eat crow if I'm wrong, but I swear I do not remember seeing any flame shooting sideways.
Alright, Danger Sense Potions. 5 of them will do.
Meantime, let me look around and see if I can hunt up any more bait. Even though what I have has been doing me pretty well.
Look for fireflies. They're pretty easy to find around the base, and they give like 20% bait power. I highly recommend. They're better than apprentice bait.
I don't know. I've been catching the quest fish faster than you.
I'm pretty sure that's RNG.
I don't know.
Alright, here's the hole.
Want to catch bait, I have to attempt to think like bait. Crawl, bottom feed, hide. It's not working.
Unfortunately, I don't think you'll ever quite stop thinking like a cactus.
It's true. It just comes so naturally.
Yeah, I'm starting to think you're right. I know that those traps are supposed to show up here, but I guess none of them spawned in our world. How disappointing.
Are we gonna have to go make another world and blame those to get this done?
We might have to. I'm gonna look into it super quick.
Okay.
You know what? I'm curious. I'm curious how this will go. Do we have one? It would appear not. Oh well.
What exactly are you trying? You're speaking vaguely again.
Oh, I was getting set to see if I could smash the golem into the ground. The answer is probably. I mean, for a reference, I've basically just been walking calmly through the lizard temple this whole time. You can kind of just imagine it. Oh, there's
yes.
one. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna find out.
Also, there was one?
No, there wasn't.
Okay.
I'm gonna go beat up the golem now.
You're going to make a liar out of me. I promised people a nice low-impact stream. Oh, wait, it's Golem. Never mind. Throwing shade from the other side of the world over here. Check that arm.
There. Golem's already dead. No big deal. Okay, well, interesting. I could have swore that those things were found in the lizard temple, but apparently they're not.
So they found elsewhere altogether?
Maybe. I'm gonna look into that.
Is this maybe something that pops up in the dungeon?
Maybe. Okay, give me just a moment to look into that.
All right.
Instead of groping around aimlessly. Flame traps. Nope, those are very clearly... Okay, so yeah, they sometimes just don't even spawn. How do you feel about that? Okay. That's not gonna work. I think what we need to make is some kind of bait farm, because that's what we're doing anyway. So, let's see here. Okay, so let's have a look-see at what we can do in terms of potions. Oh, how much coral do we have?
I don't think too much, but with all the abilities we have at this point, it wouldn't be a problem at all to get more.
Yeah, let's see. We got 9 coral. I'm heading out to the sea.
All right.
Dawn is upon us, and I'm in the super dark part of the world.
We can go hit up the next quest from the fisherman in just a moment here. Depositing my surprising amount of money from just faffing around.
That also happens when you just have Stardust cells killing everything that comes within half a screen of you.
When instead of enemies spawning that drop things, it is essentially just their loot spawning.
Yep. Like, I hear the worm chasing me. I don't think it'll ever reach me. Nope.
Oh god. Fisherman was so small I ran straight past him without seeing him. Alright.
What we got?
Fishing in the jungle for a tropical barracuda.
Tropical barracuda, you say?
Mm-hmm. Jungle surface. We've got plenty of water on the jungle surface.
Yep. Although I'm not sure if we have a pool that's of the correct size. That's something you were telling me about earlier. Do you want to go ahead and fill people in on what that means?
Basically, in order for something to qualify as a fishable body of water, it needs to be at least 75 tiles of water. And unfortunately, it's not as simple as just counting the number of water tiles that are gathered together. The way Terraria likes to calculate this is by taking the width of whatever the opening of the body of water is. Like, I hesitate to say the mouth since we're just dealing with whatever like the full size of it is. It's not like a flowing body of water, but just whatever the size is at the opening and then counting down to the bottom. So we know we've got a lot of long, shallow bodies of water on the surface of the jungle, but we don't know, at least I don't know off the top of my head, if we've got anything that will qualify for that. In addition to that, though, with the way they calculate your fishing skill, which is basically like your chance of getting something of the appropriate rarity you're looking for, the size of the body of water also figures into what your skill level will be, which is basically starting from the 75 tiles, going all the way up to 300. Will give you a not an increasing bonus, but a decreasing penalty. So you start out at, I want to say, like a 75%-ish penalty to whatever your score is, going all the way down to 0 penalty at 300 tiles or more. So the best we can do is for the body of water to not harm our efforts. It won't actually help us, per se.
Because I'm not sure about if we have a body of water in the jungle that's going to work. I'm actually going through the process of making a body of water that I'm sure will work.
Mm-hmm.
By draining off some of these smaller bodies of water.
I actually started digging one out from one of the shallower pools up in front, just in case.
I'm doing the same at the back end.
Mm-hmm.
Go Pixar. So looking at this one, it's pretty long. I may have to pull out that trick I used earlier. That's going to require me to back off. How's your efforts at the front going?
The body of water is kind of small, but
Okay.
I think I might be able to link it up with another body over here. The only real issue is that it's at that part of the jungle that's butting up right against the corruption. So I'm hoping it'll count as being entirely in the jungle.
Right. Although if we are considered in both biomes, that actually might work in to our favor. Did we use all the... Oh, violet huts, sir. Right. Yay, 400 meteor head. What a milestone.
Truly something to be celebrated. Sorry, I didn't mean to fly off the handle like that.
Settle down.
Should we on my hair?
Alright, so, speaking of being a group of people who are good at modern Terraria, I got a couple of tools I can use to move some water around. Coming back. Oh, actually, before that, hold on. We have all this coral, all this sand. If I can find it, there's the sand. And all of these water leaf. All of them.
I thought we were making coral sand.
I am going to make a new type of potion called the sonar potion. And what it does is, for a period of time, it lets me see what's biting. So I can choose to not catch something and just let it go. To do that, I need apparently more blue dye. Glass, make this glass, and let's go with white. Bottles of water. There's an alchemy lab somewhere around here. Sonar potion. 4-minute duration.
Pardon the cat battles.
Cat battle.
Mm-hmm. If we were smart, we'd have a webcam going and we'd have those up.
Yes, Terraria in the background, cat fights in the foreground. Until one of them caught wind of the webcam and attacked it.
Mm-hmm. There's social eating. I'm sure social cat ownership is a thing.
Ta-ta.
I was trying to bridge these two together, but my digging style is too wild and impetuous.
Indeed. Oh, hold on.
What's up?
I think I may have found a better spot. No, no, no. No, 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 no. How water works, I need to make sure there's nothing like that. I need to deal with the blocked surface.
Well, this is fishable. Not terribly pretty, but it's fishable.
So if you give me a moment, I will have one that's more or less actually in the jungle, for sure.
Well, I'm standing in the jungle, and I'm fishing into a body of water.
Good enough, I suppose.
There's at least that for the moment.
Huzzah!
Well, I just got a jungle crate, so I'm pretty sure this does count as a jungle body of water.
Pretty good. Alright, let's chug that sonar potion. Bloop. Bass. Ignoring.
You can find a couple neon tetra.
Bass. Bass.
Bass.
Bass. Bombfish. What are we hunting for?
Oh, wow. You had to ask. I knew until you asked. Oh, barracuda. Jungle barracuda.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I'd know it instantly because it would be an orange name, so. Wooden crate. Wooden crate. Wooden crate. Neon Tetra. Tropical Barracuda. Got it. First try.
Yeah. All that stuff before? Oh, I was just reading fish names at random. I do that.
To be fair, that's actually what I was doing. That was literally one cast.
Aha, tropical barracuda.
You got one?
Yes. Waxing gibbous. I was about to say that sounds like a Metal Gear code name, but if we're gonna go with the descriptor animal name thing, it would have to be waxing gibbon. Which would still work.
True enough.
Weather radio.
You seem to be getting all the things for making a cell phone quick.
Yeah.
I think the only thing you have left is some kind of calendar.
I'm gonna double check the recipe here in just a minute.
Alright, in the meantime, we have finished the quest for today. What next?
You were talking about working on the farm. Are we not going to be able to do that without the horizontal flame traps, whatever they are?
It'll be harder, but we can do it. Ow.
Well, if we have another project we can work on in the meantime, more than happy to do that.
First, we need to find a place to set this thing up, and it's going to need to be a massive area. So I'm going to find a place underground that fits the bill.
All right.
Here we go.
And just to make sure, we don't have any use for another set of Pharaoh Claws, do we?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Something like this would have taken a very long time before, but with the power of the pick saw, I can basically rip it apart pretty quick. You will watch as I turn this massive area into a gigantic blank space. Very, very quickly.
Before your very eyes.
For reference, when we were making the chlorophyte farm, most of the digging was actually done by me while George was setting it up. That was done in the span of what, like an hour?
Right around.
Yeah. Got ourselves a dart trap from that, that's pretty cool. Hello, strange plant. I think earlier tonight we had beaten up the 600th giant bat. That's how fast the Stardust cells make work of things around us. My inventory's crammed with stuff. What are you doing over there?
Just noticed a bunch of drops sitting around the elevator. Doing a little cleanup.
Ah. See a cursed flame over there, and those are really useful for making stuff to make me a little more terrifying.
Always good for ammo if I decide musket balls aren't good enough. And snail.
Very nice. Given the look of this place, it looks to be one of our old thoroughfares. Which doesn't at all surprise me. Just making the observation.
No, early on there was a lot of haphazard digging. It's poking around. Ooh, what's that? What's that? Which I still do when you're not looking.
You're doing it right now, aren't you?
No, I actually went back to the base right now.
Well.
I wish I could have said yes there.
That would have made that. Unfortunately, for our needs, we need to make a very large area where enemies spawn in, being very controlled. Because the goal here is to make the actual spawn surface really, really tiny. Therefore, we can do things like deny enemies spawns. And when they do spawn, they spawn on lava, for instance. So, you may want to come back here when you have a chance and go pick up everything I've accidentally been spilling on the bottom of the room.
Alright.
I did just drop a bunch of topaz. Not that I think we use it for anything, which is why I'm just letting it drop.
I just managed to catch a cardinal with my butterfly net. I can almost guarantee it's not going to be able to be used as bait, but I've got a cardinal in my inventory right now.
A true bird catcher. Alright. Given everything that's happening, time to come back.
And here I was about to clean up after you. Well, I'm still here anyway, so we gotta do it.
Yep, I'm just taking the moment to drop off everything that I have. I'm gonna go talk to the fishermen about where we're going today. Shunk.
Yes, you dropped many things.
Mostly stone. Alright.
Money, souls.
A fish made out of ice would make a great offering to the mighty and amazing Sammy. Go, my loyal subject, and bring me this tundra trout with haste. Caught on surface tundra. Hopefully we can find some water on the surface. We just had that one spree at one point where we accidentally drained, well, I won't say accidentally, that our world was lousy with water for a little while.
In all the places we didn't want it.
Yep. Very inconvenient.
Rude.
So rude. Okay, I think I found a place that might work for fishing here. It's gonna be tundra and hollow, though. Which should be fine, I think. Means we can come back here when they call on us to do hollow fishing later, I guess.
Haha.
What?
I found where you were.
Yes, indeed. We need to deal with this. Yeah, we got to deal with this middle section here, or else the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of the stuff down here in the meantime too, so make sure we have the entire bottom available to us for the purposes of figuring out the size of this thing. Needs to be convex, I think. Or is it
Or
concave?
just rectangular. I tend to default to rectangular.
Okie dokie. I think we're good. Alright. Sonar potion. Ah. Oh well, I'm sure I can fish from here.
There we go. Hallowed crate. Oh wow, the design on the hallowed crate.
Atlantic cod.
Tee.
Wooden crate.
I got some bait. Would you like to know what it's called?
I can guess based on the way you're laughing.
Well, I'm going to say anyway because that's the typed name of the item in this game that we are playing. It is called Master Bait.
Princess fish. I should have caught that. Oh well.
Golden crate, also neat.
Princess fish. Atlantic cod. Atlantic cod. Bombfish. Princess fish. Bass.
Oh, hold on. I don't know if I ever actually got the quest.
It's automatic. I didn't have the one for the hellfish.
Well, I'm back here anyway, so I might as well get a look at it.
Cod. Bass. This should go faster once we start getting other items. Iron crate. Frost daggerfish. Frog leg.
Just a frog leg.
Atlantic cod. This sort of looks like I'm holding 2 fishing rods. Ooh,
Dual wielding.
Ah, damn it. That's a little too slow.
Hold on, let me get the positioning right on this. There we go.
Master of Angler. Dual fishing. Prismite. It must be the hollow quest fish.
Oh, so we can pick up quest fish for quests that we are not currently on.
It would appear so.
Bass are the true scourge of Terraria.
Yeah. Just chewing up bait. Who do they think they are? You know, I don't think there's an Atlantic Ocean in Terraria. Why are there these Atlantic cod here?
What are you talking about? We're fishing them straight from the mighty Atlantic Ocean. Right here.
Yes. This one thing we found, made in the tundra. Definitely the Atlantic Ocean.
How do you think it got there?
This is one stubborn quest fish.
Bass.
There's some of the bass. Atlantic cod. Atlantic cod. Prismite. I should have caught it. Oh well.
It's just bass everywhere. I swear, if you take off your helmet for some reason and you're a bass, I'm gone. I'm done.
That would be one heck of an item to just have to be able to throw on. Kind of wishing that missed opportunity had been hit.
So it says Princess Fish is a material. Any idea what it's a material in?
Potion of some variety, I'm sure. That it shows up with a greed day probably means the potion in question's pretty good. And again. Sonar potions are great. I haven't wasted a single thing of bait. Let's just grab that.
Good. Getting plenty of bombfish.
Ooh, iron crate.
Wait, do bombfish go in fish or explosives?
That's a very good question.
Bet the bass are behind this.
A little more bait power. See if that brings in more fish. Dragon's having a field day, though.
Looks like it.
No, Penguin, you had so much to live for. I mean, not the least of all in that you're not a rabbit.
So many things to slide along. So many more people who have yet to go creeped out by the inside of your mouth. Like, sir, you've seen the inside of a penguin's mouth before.
No.
Look up the inside, like Google what the inside of a penguin's mouth looks like sometime.
I will do that some other time.
It's a thing to see.
I'm a little worried about what I'm getting myself into. Riveting. I'm a little frustrated right now. We should have seen the quest fish at least once by now.
33 frost daggerfish.
At once? Oh, you probably throw the things.
Yes, they are thrown weapons.
I mean, if you wanted to build a fish build, you could, I guess. I'm gonna zone out by the time when this thing pops up, and I'm gonna miss it.
Got 2 prismite. Catching fish for other quests. Trying to find this one.
Yeah, the tundra trout, it's being real finicky. I mean, on the plus side, we both have a prismite for when he asks for one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, iron crate. That's worth catching. Because that gets me more journeyman bait. Alright, we're into nighttime now. This is getting a bit, bad.
Gratuitous.
So much fishing.
Ridiculous.
So many frog legs. Too many wooden crates.
Delicious. It's been a while since I had fish.
I don't usually have fish. I had an opportunity to have fish and chips today, but I chose to take the chicken tenders instead.
I would comment on the correctness of the choice you made, but that's really dependent on the fish and chips and on the...
I'm a fan of the place's chicken strips. Pretty good.
That place. So as to avoid accidental sponsorship.
To avoid accidental sponsorship, yes. Although I suppose I wouldn't mind it too much. Because, okay, there are very few places where I get to make an order of Watsons, and they know what I mean. Oh, I hope that wasn't what I...
Would you care to explain that, or is that going to give it away?
Oh, there's a bar here where I'm at called
okay.
Sherlock's, and chicken strips are called Watsons. A Watson's chicken strip platter.
Huh.
It's pretty good stuff.
So what is Sarah Moriarty's too?
You know, I haven't looked for the Moriartys. Assuredly, if there ever is one made, eventually both of them will vanish.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm not sure where there is a waterfall around here.
I'm wondering if we're not counted as underground right now.
Should we be underground? Wasn't it surface tundra?
It said surface tundra. The thing is, it's open air above us, and this isn't cavern background, so...
It does say 194 surface on my depth meter.
Okay, then we should be good.
Also, incidentally, with you nearby, I actually have access to the sextant and weather meter stuff. Weather radio stuff. So I can actually see what's going on, including wind speed. What is that? How does that play into things?
Like, the only time we've had anything even close to that make any difference in our performance has been when there's been just straight up like a storm condition.
Yeah, like a sandstorm blowing through?
Yeah. Like a sandstorm, or I think blizzards will do the same thing.
Yeah. Think we're not going to make this one, man. Does it have to be like raw tundra?
I don't know.
Is there a place that is raw tundra around here?
I don't know if we still have one. Either way, we're getting stuff that looks like it would register as coming from tundra fishing, so...
Yeah.
It could just be tonight we've got unfavorable conditions.
Oh. Thank you.
I don't have the moon phase chart handy with me right now.
Hollowed crate.
Yeah, check the design on the hollowed crate.
It was pretty cool. But what's important is what came inside of it.
Jesus. All of this money just sitting here. Hold on.
Okay, clearly I need to pull out my piggy bank. Where is my money trough?
Okay.
Do I not have my... Oh, there it is. Stack. Stick a few things in there. Rich mahogany. Very fine material.
Oh, check that out. Anchor. Melee weapon. Like
Nice.
early game melee weapon.
Alright, I have 50% bait power now. I've got to have enough fishing power to catch this thing.
Don't forget, since this hole isn't exactly huge, we're probably getting a little bit of to that.
Yeah, probably.
Because it draws down to wherever like the narrowest spot, or wherever the widest spot is. So actually, hold on. While we're doing this, let me...
Change everything.
Let me change the physical properties of apparently the Atlantic Ocean.
We are truly the masters of our own environment.
Remember, boys and girls, dig your oceans as right-angled parallelograms for maximum efficiency. For all you aspiring ocean smiths at home.
The Ocean Smith. I like that. Sounds like some kind of minor god. Although I suppose there's a question of how minor an individual who can literally shape the ocean would be. I suspect that this place is large enough at this point.
Alright, try this again.
Just in case I'm still working with the old properties, I've recast.
Alright.
It is nearly dawn.
Nope. Everything's still coming up ass.
So many bass. Bombfish. I suspect the issue here is I'm going to need some green solution to turn this area into a proper tundra again. It's over. While you take care of going and talking to him, I'm gonna come over here and drop some stuff off. That princess fish up.
Alright. This time we're looking for a unicorn fish. Caught in Hallow. How about that?
Nice. Let's head for a place that's actually, like, completely hollow, so we have only the hollow fish to catch.
Only the hallowest.
By hollow?
Alright.
Okay, I suspect I know where I can build up a spot for us to actually go. Dear Lord!
What is it?
I just passed by the area we were fishing in. So much money.
That's what happens when you leave your dragon to his own devices.
Apparently.
No. I don't know if that was audible. One of my cats was just nuzzling up on the microphone.
I, in fact, heard it, yes.
Alright.
Still doing it, apparently.
She's been emboldened by me since fishing is here roughly, like, for the most part, a one-handed activity.
Ah. So the other hand has been petting that cat.
Yes. Unless otherwise needed.
There's got to be some water in this hollow. I'm sure I remember there being a relatively large area where there was.
The area did just say hello. It didn't say anything about not being underground.
Oh, that's a good point. Megaphone.
In case that does actually make a difference.
I don't think it does. Try down here. See what we can find. Nothing. A whole lot of it. Alright. Done playing nice. Down we go.
Nothing but consummate professionalism in this stream.
Here, in frustration, I elevate, trying to find my way to some sort of underground pool. However, I've long since left the hollow, and I'm not sure why I continue to dig directly downward. Yet somehow this is working, and I approach the underworld slowly. What you are seeing is a elevator in the making.
Okay, so I found a decent-sized body of water.
That's pretty cool. I'm stuck now. This is my life. You can leave me to my fate.
Just leave me where I drop.
I also found a decent-sized body of water. Oh wow! Holy crap! Okay, yes, this will do.
Mine is another one of those hybrid tundra hallows.
Mine is pure hollow.
You know, the ones that the kids are so excited about.
You found another Atlantic Ocean?
Yep.
Meanwhile, I'm setting up to make myself an underground lake. Unfortunately, I have once again crammed my inventory full of stone. I wish I had some lava to throw all this stone into. Alright, now, before we can move on, I gotta go ahead and pull out my piggy bank and stick some stuff in there. Let's say the Shiverthorn, Prismite, Unicorn Horn, and the Pixie Dust, and the Moon Charm, and Megaphone, and Blue Dye, and the Strange Plant. We want at least one set of torches, these buckets, and the Ballista Staff. We're not going to need it, actually, real quick. Ballista Staff. Consume Sonar Potion.
We're not going to need that, except wait a second, hold on, we actually need that.
Oh crap, this isn't enough hollow. I'm currently in the underground.
Alright. Found another Prismite.
Nice.
Is it?
I suppose not.
Because I don't even know anymore. Aha, unicorn fish. It was great.
I'm gonna have to go where you are.
It was great all along. We've been getting enough prismite. I'm starting to wonder if the quest for prismite doesn't require multiples. Oh, what time of day is it up there?
It's 1:33 p.m. I'm coming to
Okay.
you right now.
All right.
Oh no, they killed the snail.
First bunnies, now snails.
I can't help what the dragon does in this case. I wanted that snail for bait.
But I'm gonna go return and turn this in. I'll
Okay.
be right back.
Atlantic cod.
So I think that might have been my last thing. I just picked up a fisherman's pocket guide.
I think you just picked up everything you need to make the cell phone at this point, yes.
Let's see. It's very exciting.
I mean, you'll have to build those into their component part, then build that
Yeah.
into the cell phone. Unicorn fish. Ah, got it.
Yep. There's fish finder.
Why do I always find you over here? Crate potion? Increases chance to get a crate. That's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, if you're hunting for crates. Seem to be getting a lot of really weird stuff. I seem to have 48 fishing power. What are you at, by the way?
Hold on. Let's see here. You're at 48%?
48 fishing power.
Where are you seeing a raw number? Because I'm seeing a percentage.
I'm seeing it. I guess it's 48%, maybe.
Okay, you're hovering over the fishing pole, and that's telling you?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Okay.
mine is just like a bunch of things that appear on the side of my screen.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. I'm at 51 fishing power.
I see. It's got you a little higher than me.
I am using the master bait. That could have something to do with it.
I'm also doing that. What's your fiberglass fishing pole? Or I'm sorry, my fiberglass fishing pole gives me 27% fishing power.
I have reinforced at 15%. What is this? Some crazy kind of fishing magic. I don't know.
Maybe it's the
Maybe it was that item that I picked up before. Huh.
You mean the stink?
No, not that. The first one that went into my fish finder.
Oh. But I don't. Do you have it equipped?
I have it in my inventory. So, no, not equipped.
I think it won't provide you any buffs like that unless it's equipped. But if it's in your inventory, it can provide you information. Remember, you can take the magic mirror and fuse that together with it to get the cell phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I am right about to do. There's the PDA. And cell phone.
There you go. A cell phone. Well, it's about to be nighttime, and we got really nothing to do.
Hey, Brett, what's your number? Oh, wait.
Too
Too soon?
Too soon. Hopefully the fisherman starts being a little more generous with his items to
Yeah,
me.
that's nuts that they just came one right after another.
Got you, bird. I got a bird. I can't place him. Hey, I can release him. Yay! Go! Be free!
Run, swim, fly away. You're a swimming bird, right? Right. Swim, fly away. Swim, fly.
Fly through the sky. Swim to your dreams. Cobalt bars. Are you kidding me? Got ourselves some cobalt from that.
Well, no, I don't have any kind of way to spend that. I'm sorry. I guess if we want to build something out of cobalt, but like,
We're well beyond needing cobalt. I wish the fisherman could let you just buy things from him.
that would be nice.
Night is upon us. You know what? Let's go show off how trivial the cultist is now. For
Okay.
funsies. I'll meet you at the dungeon.
All right, on my way.
Oh no,
We.
I'm trapped in a maze
Oh, no.
of my own making. Back from that time when I was like going on a one-man war against the corruption free hard mode, and then it turned out that it wasn't. I like missed one spot, and when we came back to it, literally after opening hard mode, it was already basically gone.
Yep.
I went through the surface with the Contaminator recently just to shut that down. Showed it who's boss.
Mm-hmm. And then it turned right back around again.
Well, it is only hollow now. But I may want to do something about the stuff going on in the jungle.
What?
Alright, when you're...
Here we are.
Yep, you'll need to come up above the asphalt. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. All right. Start your stopwatch. And
Time! So celestial creatures are invading. There you go. Completely trivialized. That is the difference.
Power levels seem a bit uneven.
I remember there was a time, not even 2 weeks ago, when he actually ruined us.
Yes.
Alright, I think this is Stardust. No, this is not. I think this might be Vortex.
I'm pretty sure this is Vortex.
Yeah, this is definitely Vortex. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What is happening?
I don't know. I can't see you right now. I'm too busy shooting.
There was something happening, I didn't understand it. Huh.
There's this steep hill they're all trying to hop over. It's not working out too well for them.
They're trying to use this other side as a kill box, but unfortunately for them, they have to step into the range of the eruption to do anything useful, so... Guess what? Vortex fragments.
More than we currently know what to do with.
Alright. But that was the Vortex. The next one... You know, I should probably just look. But... Where's the fun in that, right?
Pattern recognition, what's that?
I mean, I know where the next one is. I just don't know which one it is. We know it's not the Vortex, though. If it was the Vortex pillar, I would call hacks. I'm kind of hoping for the Stardust pillar myself. Nope, Nebula. Oh god. Nope, get away from me, Nebula Orb. Nobody likes your style. Ah!
Oh.
So it's okay. This one's really close to home base. A dragon and
Nope.
yeah, Nebula is not a fun one. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Still trying to go on that nurse achievement. You'd think 1 gold would have been a gimme at this point.
You'd think. Ah! They're coming for
Really?
you. Yeah, I kind of got ripped apart. think the problem was I went in at less than full health. After we deal with this pillar, we'll need to see what our new fish is.
Nope. Part of my problem is I keep forgetting to bring potions.
All I have to do is stay alive long enough for everything else to deal with this problem. Overwhelmed with pain.
Our nurse and our guide are playing rock, paper, scissors through the floor.
They know
it's
what's up.
platform floor, so they can see each other.
Hey, I've stuck that guy in a room where he can't go anywhere. Clearly, he needs some kind of social interaction.
Mm-hmm. All right. We need to catch a batfish in underground and caverns.
Awesome. We're equipped to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I, in fact, know just where to go. Whee! Not here. Here. But on that note, considering what we just learned at the Atlantic Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that's good enough.
I think so.
Quick
Hopefully.
check. 23 by 23.
Oh, yeah.
Should be fine. Sonar potion. .46 fishing power. Batfish. No! I was a little too late.
Batfish. Na. It's just a matter of time. I bit the bullet on that one.
It was a matter of time before someone made that joke.
So we both. Oh no, you're still going. Okay.
Yeah, I saw a batfish,
Yes.
but I wasn't fast enough to catch it. I hope that wasn't my only shot at this. There it is. Got it.
Da-da.
More sonar potions.
I got all kinds of vanity items.
What'd you
I got
get?
mermaid adornment, mermaid tail, and seashell hairpin.
Huh.
Vanities for the vanity chest.
Yes, vanity is for the main chest. HM banners. Oh crap.
Yeah, about that.
Huh. Didn't have gold before this. How about that? Evolution beast. Anglerfish. Might as well convert these strange plants.
What the hell? Is that a gold bunny? I caught a gold bunny.
Nice. Keep it away from me.
Yes. Far away from you. I'm putting him in my piggy bank,
Where you'll be safe.
where you'll never find him. Just stuff my new pet rabbit inside my piggy bank. Oh, he's so happy, he's crying red tears. Oh, no.
Perhaps we should have stuck him in the vault. Behind a combination lock. And inside cold metal walls like a prison. Wow, that got morbid in a hurry.
There's no other direction for us to take this, really.
No, there's really not.
So, I can't help but notice, we went and dug ourselves this nice, big, fishing, swimming pool dunk tank, and we haven't needed to use it yet.
Not yet. The first time we're called on to use the surface and the surface alone, though.
I think that was basically just like our proof of concept, and ideally we wanted to build some more in the different areas, and we were just hard up for time around when that happened.
Yeah. Oh god.
What are you doing?
Dealing with the solar pillar, but it's dealing with me.
Okay.
I'd managed to wedge myself into a corner.
Hey, no one puts Brett in a corner.
Oh. Well, I mean, except for me. I totally put myself in a corner. I'll do it again, too, if you let me. Whoa, hello. How about none of that, thanks? You know, it's gonna be funny because I imagine that later on when we're, you know, actually dealing with, after we've dealt with the big man himself, whatever that is, it's gonna be a weird case where, once again, the pillars are gonna become a joke.
Mm-hmm.
And it's especially bad for me because as a summoner, I don't have a lot of armor.
I mean, we are at a point right now where as long as we get terrain to our full advantage, we can take down the pillars fairly easily. It's just a matter of like making sure we get into that specific scenario.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop back first. Did I toss something? I think I tossed. I tossed my eruption at you.
Your solar eruption.
Please give me that back. Thank you.
You also left a couple solar fragments, but I got those.
What's that?
What was what? I teleported back.
There's something in the ground. I don't know what though. Look at this sweet teleporter and I barely use it.
It's good to know it's there.
And just like that, I'm back up to having a platinum, finally. Alright, one pillar remains.
And then we thoroughly embarrass ourselves in public again.
Yes. We change nothing and throw ourselves against a wall, proving that we are truly insane.
I'm moonwalking on my horse right now.
Oh yeah, unicorn moonwalking.
Uh-huh.
It's all the rage. Oh, that's right. That was a desert spirit. I should go fight that thing.
Yeah, I killed one of those back there just now. Did you find another one?
No, I think you may have killed the one that was attacking me with tornadoes.
Got a forbidden fragment. Get to see what that goes into.
It's actually a piece of early hard mode summoning armor.
Ah.
Didn't know about it, so never tried to go for it. Yeah, that is clearly spreading corruption.
So what I'm hearing is that's time to bust out the contaminator again.
Yep. We need to turn that section into hollow so that at least nothing more can spread and harm the jungle. What?
That is an excellent question.
Who was attacking the Dryad? How did they get there? Why
Did we leave
isn't
too many doors open back at the base?
Is it the Blood Moon? What's happening?
The night just fell, so I don't know. Like, night fell after she died.
Yeah. Did the guide go crazy? Or
I
did
think
it
the
just...
problem is some of the guys are spawning in underground caves.
I wouldn't necessarily call that a problem.
Well, only a problem because we can't get up to the kill count for the shield. There we go.
Ah! I'll be ready for some impending doom.
Do we have a choice?
No. I don't know what changed that caused the Dryad to die. Up we go. Here we go. Ooh, it gets very quiet.
There we go.
No, 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 get that tongue away from me. Alright, focus your fire on the head when you can,
Okay.
instead of the hands. Otherwise, we get a true Eye of Cthulhu and things get a little rough. Ow.
Gotta get back in range where my bolts will actually hit him. Jesus.
Don't die.
My homing shots keep homing in on the eye. Or on...
Ah!
Nope. It's taking me a while to respawn.
It takes a while. When you're dealing with bosses, the respawn timer goes way up.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing we can try is something about that phantasmal death ray, so that we have less to dodge. But another thing we need is, how many hearts did we pick up? Do we still have more?
Are we looking for heart lanterns?
Yeah.
I think we've just been ignoring them for a while.
We have, but it should be fine. I got 3 more. I'm gonna see what I can do about getting us a few more up there. We might have small gaps where we don't have heart lanterns. I should have some chains in here. Yeah, I got like 27 of those things. 3 heart lanterns. I know there's some around the base, so I'm gonna snag a couple of those. Because realistically, we don't really need them in, say, the nurse's room. It's more decoration than anything.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, that's morbid.
What?
So with the critters you catch, the ones you don't use as bait, well, in addition to being able to put them in a terrarium and make them a pet, you can also take several of them, add stone blocks, and make them a statue.
That's morbid. Right, so there won't be a heart lantern there. Alright, blinks out for just a second. That gives us a bit of roadway that's actually for healing.
I'm going to be hunting around for some more bait.
Fair enough. I am going to see about making some platforms, and I'm going to see about making a guard against that phantasmal death ray. Speaking of platforms, I think there's something I can tear down now. As I doubt we're going to be fighting Skulltron again. Skeletron Prime. Sorry, I called him Skulltron. What is wrong with me?
Skullman. Skulltula.
Skulltula. It's fishing. I'm sorry, it's raining. Prime fishing weather, I assume.
Yes. If only we had something we need to fish up on the surface.
Only on the surface?
Actually, I don't know if rain has any effect on underwater fishing.
I
don't know if the actual weather condition would carry over to somewhere where you don't have like an open sky. Let's go check it out.
Well, go take a look at the quest. I'm gonna continue ripping apart the old arena.
Okay, I am going underground. It's still saying rain. The background is open here, though, so that could have something to do with it.
What we got for a quest?
Let's see here.
There's a legend of a mighty being known as the Fishron. It's part pig, part dragon, and part fish. I hear it hangs around in the frozen subterranean lakes of the coldest part of the world. I'm not going there, so you go catch it. And make sure it lands in my hands. I'm so excited. We gotta go catch the Fishron.
All right, that one, I know there's a specific kind of bait that we need in order to catch it.
You are thinking of something else.
Yes, I am. Never mind. I didn't realize there was a difference between the two immediately.
And that's actually what I was looking at trying to build a farm for, actually.
Underground tundra.
Now that I think about it, there are a number of spots that we can get to the underground tundra from near the elevator. Why am I trying to go from the surface at all? Actually wasted time doing that.
Because you enjoy challenge?
No, it's because I'm stupid. And away we go. We have to be in the cavern lair and in the tundra.
Here I go. Hey, there's some stuff right here. Or does this count as cavern layer up here?
It would appear so. Yeah, we got quite a few. I think we can build something up that we can use.
I think you picked up one of the gray bricks.
I did.
There's a hole. There's the hole. There's the hole. There's the hole in the bottom of the elevator.
Let me fix that. There's an elevator at the end of the world. Okay, we got a new dryad.
Replacement dryad.
Got Skype going on. Ah, yes. Consummate professionalism. Alright.
Only the best.
Only the best.
Spared no expense.
It's okay if it's long and shallow, as long as it covers 300.
Yes.
Now, I believe what's important here is we have to get this whole thing taken care of. Incidentally, I think I just got some slush. Yes. I got slushed on.
It's okay. We're gonna get this up. We're gonna get this in shape.
On the plus side, we won't have to do this again as long as we remember.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. That's looking nice.
Alright, I appear to have 37 fishing power here.
I'm at 22. What kind of wizardry is this? Oh well, long as it works.
Yep.
So it's long, it's strong, and it's down to get the fishing on. So white.
So white. So I think we made another Atlantic Ocean, but this one's underground. This would make more sense if there was the possibility of running into Atlantis in Terraria.
That would be neat.
I'd be down. It's a neat place to explore. Get some angry merfolk. Yeah.
Yes. That's exactly what this game needs, even more content. We gave you that one for free. Next one will cost you. So subscribe to full video stream for more free ideas.
So many ideas. I mean, this is what you get when you have nothing to do but sit around and think. What are we trying to catch again? Oh yeah, Fishron.
Fishron. All these ideas, and I didn't even have General So's tonight.
Wow, that's a
That's
reference. That is that's a reaching. There is no way anyone's gonna get that.
It's okay. You're aware of at least what the old philosophy for the MST3K joke process was, right?
Oh yeah, the only people who matter are the people who get it.
Mm-hmm.
The people.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of make jokes you think are funny, and they're for the people who get them.
Yeah, I guess that's a better way to put it. I think the specific way it was said was the right people will get it.
Yep. Atlantic cod.
What are those even for? Spent about a minute on the sonar potion and not one bite from Fishron. Also, have you noticed that we don't really deal with Pigrons anymore?
Oh, that's not true. When I was down hunting for crystals last week, I was running into several of them. I think just the thing is, you might be killing them off screen.
It's entirely possible. That's exactly what I'm doing. I mean, look at that dragon go.
He's working hard.
He is angry and curious is what he is.
Angrious. That's a dangerous combination.
Yep. What'd you step over to there for?
Pick up some of the stuff that dropped. Just being a bottom feeder.
Thinking like bait.
Exactly.
Bottom feed.
Are you getting increased fishing power from any of the potions you're taking?
Not at the moment. I think there is a way to get that using a potion. It may be possible that I don't have enough fishing power to catch Fishron. It's a waning crescent.
So? Let me head back and see about getting that new fishing line, or fishing rod. I think it's Waning Crescent. Let's see here. Yep, there it is. Mechanics rod.
30%.
20 gold.
Yeah, that's a better rod than mine.
It also looks kind of like a gas pump. Although
Would not
being
be-
a mechanic, that's kind of the idea.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that is the intent. I go ahead and stick.
That's the idea.
Hello, duck. Goodbye, duck. 56 fishing power above land.
You just crushed my grasshopper.
I'm sorry.
Monster?
I can't help what the Pegasus does. Shunk. Just 70 silver from that wooden crate. Shoot.
There's another banner I thought we would have hit sooner.
You'd think. You've gone beyond.
Yes, I can see. First, I'm going to open up the opposite side and grab all of this money. Because holy crap, you don't know how far your dragon wanders.
Oh, crap. I missed the fish run. That sucks. Gonna have to wait till it comes back around.
Well, with the better fishing line, hopefully it won't take as long. Or fishing rod. I don't know why I keep saying fishing line. Because I'm a cactus. What do I know of fishing? This whole process seems strange and unnatural.
It's literally creating fish from nothing because I can't just hit them with my face while I'm walking through the water.
Fish rod.
Second catch. Very nice. Fish on.
Excellent.
That sonar potion, though, is really nice.
Oh yeah, I'd imagine.
Journeyman bait and fuzzy carrot.
Huh. A rideable bunny mat. No! Get it away immediately! You can't be trusted! Stand back!
Perfect! It's perfect!
Why?
Oh, I don't even know if that happened on stream.
Aw.
Oh, so I suppose it's important that we actually reiterate this story. This bunny banner here was gotten by me. I killed the 50th bunny. And that's where this all comes from.
It feels like it's slower than the unicorn. And
It
not
also
getting the
can.
double jump.
Yeah, it's not very good. I'm gonna stick the carrot in vault over here. You know what else we haven't done?
What else haven't we done?
We need to get out to the edge of the world and see if we can catch a probe. See if we can get ourselves a cosmic car key. I think that'd help.
I'm gonna put my old fishing pole in retired accessories. That feels appropriate.
I stuck mine in my safe, or in the vault, alongside the optical staff I used to use. There it will rest easy as a tool that was once useful to me. Although I was actually thinking about putting the optical staff up on the weapon rack, like we did to everything else before it.
You know, we could always make additional weapon racks.
We could.
Wood is kind of a 100% renewable resource in this.
It really is. It's too bad we can't make a cactus-based weapon rack.
No, it's okay. Everything need not be cactus.
What we could do...
If everything were cactus, then nothing would be.
I don't actually think that's how that works.
You understand what I mean.
I do, but I'm saying that's not how it works. I am pretty sure that if everything became cactus, you would not summarily stop being a cactus.
It would stop being special. You would stop needing to differentiate me as a cactus.
Fair enough.
Like, hey, look at that thing that is made out of that same stuff that everything else is. Yeah, how unremarkable.
Whereas I seem to have gained a special affinity for all things dark and sinister in this world. And anything that I touch that's made of light lights on fire. What is wrong with me?
Anything you touch turns to grimdark.
Pretty much, yes. Exactly that.
It's like a Midas touch, except instead of gold, it's like 40k, I guess.
It's like the late 90s, basically. I have the touch of the late 90s. I turn everything into it.
Have you noticed tribal tattoos naturally growing on your skin?
I honestly thought that happened to everybody.
Does any physical book you pick up grow 3 metal rings and no fear?
No comment. Alright, I don't know how long. We'll have to wait for one of them to pop up.
What exactly are we waiting for?
Probes. We need probes.
Oh, that's right.
It's either that or we faff about fishing, and I think we do enough of that just trying to get quest things. Only now is it apparent that perhaps we should have spent some uh-oh. Only now is it apparent that perhaps we should have spent some time doing fishing kind of as an aside as we went through.
Nah, it's fine. This is fine. Everything's good. Oh, that's why I'm hearing the crazy dungeon music, because you're going down the...
No, I accidentally struck one of the cultists, and that plays the golem battle theme.
Ah, okay. Listen to those wubs.
That's how you know it's evil.
Uh-huh. Get back, servant of Skrillex. This is a happy place.
Considering the talks we just had, I'm not sure that's true.
Go drop your beats elsewhere.
Gosh, they are just worshipping as hard as they can.
Oh yeah. Putting their backs into it. I think we should get clear before we accidentally summon cultist again, unless that's what you're trying to do.
I'm not. I really want a probe to pop up, so I'm wandering around out here. You know what?
So I'm unfamiliar with the conditions a probe will spawn under. So, what exactly? Like, is there somewhere we can go to try and maximize? Like, if we went up on the sky bridge, might that help? Or
I'm not sure. Hold on just a moment while I look into it. Surely there must be a way to get more of them.
surely. Wait. You're fishing and you're fishing and your hook landed on a gravestone.
We all know what I'm doing. I'm trying to fish up your former self, clearly.
You didn't bury me in the pet cemetery. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, yes, they do, in fact, spawn more frequently in the space layer.
Actually, if we're going to go that way, just go to the sky bridge over by the base.
Yes. I picked up a pirate map. Oh, you know what? I picked up a pirate map.
Yes.
We haven't, we had the emergency pirates. But why did we do...
emergency pirate stream.
We did have the emergency pirate stream, but since the opportunity is available, want to do a proper pirate on the mainstream?
Sure, why not?
I mean, it's probably not going to be as exciting as when we had emergency pirates. But it does give us another opportunity to pick up that all-important, those all-important tap tokens we want to have. So, if you'd like to come down to the normal battle area for these sort of things.
Alright, hold on.
And we're probably going to have to extend the sky bridge. Probably make a place that's supposed to be for spawning probes by having like water candles and such.
Alright, just waiting for you.
Yep. Heading on over. Alright. And calling. Pirates. Pirates, I say.
Yeah. Pirates.
Yep. Pirates. They are still coming, yeah?
I don't see any.
Said they were coming from the east.
Yep.
There
we go.
they are.
Hey, you want to take this back over to the base?
Yeah, let's take it back over to the base. Pirate deckhand down. Found a banner. Golden sink. Because we all know that how luxurious pirate accoutrements are.
Yeah, save that gold furniture. It's pretty cool. I'm sorry, golden. There is a difference between gold furniture and golden furniture. Don't get it twisted.
Actually, I think the only piece of gold furniture is you can make a gold throne.
There's also gold chandelier.
Fair enough. I guess it's decided I'm not allowed to pick up money.
Ooh. Golden door.
Golden chest.
Golden sofa.
So you remember when I was telling you about that Scrooge McDuckian money bin I wanted to make one day?
Yes.
I think we're starting to get to the point where we no longer really need the money. Perhaps it's time we start thinking about it. We'll never be able to swim through it, but I can dream. Maybe we can simulate it by me putting down honey. There we go.
Oh. We got a pirate ship.
Pirate ship. It's gone now.
Oh, here's another one.
We're in the latter portion of this thing. Dragon is already destroying it. The dragon found your pirate ship. Here there be dragons.
Here there be dragons.
There, we've beaten pirates.
Huzzah.
What an accomplishment.
And in plenty of time for lunch.
And in plenty of time. I think we're at the point where we can start talking to the fishermen again.
Uh-huh.
Figure out what we gotta try to catch today.
What?
Quote unquote.
What is up? Jungle surface. A catfish, which is a literal half cat, half fish.
Oh, Terraria. Alright. Meet you over in the jungle.
Alright.
Seriously need to work on our teleport network sometime.
Oh, I got the really ritzy looking gold chandelier.
Nice.
Or golden chandelier.
For those of us who are joining us a bit late, the moment we're doing a little bit of fishing, sort of calm day. We tried taking on the Moon Lord, kinda got wrecked, so we're gonna be looking at what we can do about that. And right now we're going to do fishing, but we're looking at trying to get a Martian Madness thing going so we can show that off, because that's another thing that kind of happened on accident off stream. And I'd like to get that on.
That was happening.
It does have a way of happening. In that particular case, it was a complete accident. Can't remember. Jungle surface. Did we have like a... Oh yeah, this is a much better place to fish from. I was sure we had one that wasn't the ever-encroaching corruption.
Go pirate pants. Well, sailor pants, but you get the idea.
Yeah. Catfish. I missed it. Missed it again! Or I think it broke my line that time.
That is a constant risk that you have. So unless you have, what's it called? I think it's called high test fishing. Unless you have that, there's a constant 1 in 7 chance that anything you catch, regardless of your fishing ability score, will break your line, and you'll just lose the whole catch.
That blows. I'll bear that in mind.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's very likely it's happened several times to you before, just you hadn't noticed. I know it's happened to me a lot when we've been sitting there.
Well, there's also the chance that sometimes if you don't have over 50 fishing power, when the bobber's bobbing, you're actually connected to nothing.
Ah, okay.
The difference is because I have the sonar potion, I know the difference.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
when you get here,
good fishing weather.
Nice. I have no idea what my fishing power is right now.
Hold on.
And now I do. It's 44. Bombfish.
I love how the carnage is going on everywhere except the calm little.
Yeah. Like, you can hear it happening all around us, and it's just, nope, not even worried about it. The phenomenal cosmic power at my control just deals with it most of the time outside of our view.
Quiet, you're scaring the fish. Catfish.
Nice. If it only would... There it is.
And
yes.
Tons and tons of money.
Yeah. Dragon and the Stardust cells really do a number on the area.
Yep.
It's great.
Wreaking havoc on the local ecosystem.
More sonar potions and lots of money.
Journeyman bait and fishing potions.
And those, by the way, those are the potions that increase your fishing.
The fishing potion?
Yes.
Increases your fishing?
Huh.
It does.
Now we got about 10 minutes, so we're not going to have a chance to do any more fishing. This is unfortunate. We made with crispy honey blocks, by the way. And it increased your your fishing power by 15. So it's not an insignificant boost.
Nice.
So what we need right now is I need to take a little time and take that pump that I made and build a new generator. That's what I need to do.
Where exactly did we put fallen stars? They're not auto-sorting for some reason.
Huh?
Where exactly did we put fallen stars? They're not auto-sorting right now for some reason. It could be the chest is full, but I'm not seeing them.
I would think the forest chest, wherever that is. Forest goods, yeah. That chest is super full. We might want to do something with all those fallen stars. You don't happen to have the star cannon, do you?
I do not. I could always make it, but...
I think by this point we're well beyond it.
Let me see here.
The other thing we can do is I think we can make stars in bottles, which are like light sources.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I made some room for them. I actually made a separate chest for critters. I realized I put the frogs in the forest goods.
Fair enough.
And the critter chest is incidentally right above it. So there they go. There. Somewhere along the way, I got the kill for the 50th goldfish. I've hung it in its rightful place of shame alongside the bunny banner.
Now you know how it feels. second timer. Mechanisms, wires. Oh, we also need the honey. The 9 buckets of honey I just happen to have sitting around and have for some time.
Oh, no reason.
You never know when you'll need a spot of honey.
This is true. I mean, what if the neighbors come around asking for some and we... How embarrassing.
So embarrassing. I will never, ever get tired of that swell. Oops. Okay. Let's see if that works. Hopefully it does. Okay. I'm going to walk away from this honey, and I'm going to suggest that you do too.
What are we doing?
We are attempting to trick the thing into generating lots of honey by walking away from it.
Ah, okay.
Alright. With about 5 minutes remaining, I suppose I should make a point of saying this because it will affect next week. There will be no stream next week. As a result of me being, well, very busy that particular Friday. I will not be able to stream. So we will have to pick things back up a couple weeks from now. Hopefully by then I'll have an actual strategy for getting us through the Moon Lord.
That's taken a while.
It is going to take a while. I think what will work out better for it is if I actually have enough honey to immerse it, so I'm going to need to run out to the jungle and grab more. But incidentally, I think it would be faster if I went down the elevator first. And it would be faster to get to the elevator if I just used the teleporter that I made. You know, I don't think I've been back in the underworld for some time now that I think on it.
There is more stuff to be seen there. Lots of stuff.
I wonder how true that is given the power level differential at this point. I know it changed right around the time we beat up the 3 mechanical bosses.
Oh, we haven't been back there since then, yeah, so...
Well, that's not totally true. I think I popped down here a little after a bit to grab the tax collector. We just very rarely have a reason to come down here.
I think at this point, if something comes up for a fishing quest, that might be the only real reason.
We can't fish in lava right now, though. There's only one rod that can do that.
One, yeah.
And I think that's a reward from a fishing quest, so... We're gonna have to wait till that pops up. Yeah, the new dangerous enemies are kind of a joke. Oops. Oops, I trivialized it.
Oops, genocide.
I mean, they're demons. You're gonna find
Yeah.
I don't really care that much.
Alright, it's a new day. I know it's not going to make any difference stream, but I'm going to see what the fisherman has.
Alright,
Angler. Fishman.
fishmonger?
Fishmonger. There we go.
I'm gonna have to go through this roof.
Spiderfish. Caught in underground and caverns.
That sounds familiar.
Spiderfish. I think that's glorified over there.
It says nothing about whether or not it's radioactive.
That's jungle.
You know what else that is?
What else?
That's time. That's time.
Oh, it is that time. All right. Well, we're gonna continue what we're doing for the time being, trying to get things under control. We'll be discussing a few things, and hopefully, we'll have some answers for dealing with the Moon Lord before next stream, which will be in 2 weeks' time. Thank you for all of you who joined us, and have a good one. See you next time.